Here we go again. Utah is now saying they deny ever being interested in the ACC. Brett McMurphy has reported on this. We're going to go over that report and then read an article right after this word from our sponsors. This episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football is brought to you by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal right up front on any new or pre-loved vehicle in stock every time. With brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Kia, Hyundai, Ford, GMC Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for. Check out our inventory across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com or come in today to the home of friends and family pricing. Only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you. And today's video is sponsored by Magic Shine Auto Spawn Tent in Morgantown, West Virginia. At Magic Shine, your vehicle's care is their top priority. They use only the highest quality products to ensure your car not only looks its best, but is also protected and maintained with the utmost care. From window tinting with top-of-the-line Max Pro Tint to protective ceramic coatings from Diamond Protect, they've got you covered. Drive in today and experience the difference of Magic Shine Auto Spawn Tint, where your car shines like new. Shine on, Morgantown.
This is for Cameron.
What is up, guys? Welcome back in. My name is Mountaineer Paul, and you've landed here again at another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, where we talk Big 12 news, Big 12 sports, and specifically those West Virginia Mountaineers right above my head. So, what's on the docket today? Well, Utah. I made a video the other day talking about Utah's possible interest in the ACC before they ever even get into the Big 12. And apparently that is not the case according to Utah. Brett McMurphy from the Action Network is reporting that Utah has denied this. I have an article at the ready just for that specific thing. So let's get that article pulled up. This is from West Virginia Insiders, my new website you should go check out. This is an article I wrote just before we came on, so it's fresh off the presses. Committed, Utah vehemently denies rumors about interest in the ACC. Utah denies report on potential move to the ACC, confirms commitment to the Big 12. Over the weekend, veteran New York Daily News sports writer Dick Weiss reignited the college sports realignment debate by suggesting a potential move from the University of Utah to the ACC, despite their recent commitment to the Big 12. Speculation is circulating about potential shifts in college sports conferences. There's discussion about Utah possibly moving to the ACC despite its recent move to the Big 12, with some suggesting the ACC might be a better fit due to its ESPN contract network agreement and potential increased TV value. However, skepticism exists regarding the stability and attractiveness of the ACC compared to the Big 12, Weiss wrote. The idea was that the Utes would abandon their commitment to the Big 12 for the ACC always seemed far-fetched, especially given the current state of both leagues. The ACC is embroiled in internal strife, with Florida State and Clemson suing the conference over its media rights deal, which runs through 2036, and the hefty exit fee required to leave. Conversely, the Big 12 boasts a stable and comparable media rights deal, meaning Utah would not see a financial gain by switching to the ACC. On Tuesday afternoon, Utah responded to the speculation with a firm statement to reporter Brett McMurphy, dismissing any notion that the university is even considering leaving the Big 12. We are proud to be entering into membership in the Big 12 Conference in the coming months and excited to join our new colleagues and member institutions. A report over the weekend that suggested otherwise is completely fabricated and irresponsible. The statement from Utah Athletics read, amid the collapse of the Pac-12 conference last year, the ACC did have serious discussions with Utah, alongside Arizona, Arizona State, Cal, and Stanford, according to Ross Dellinger of Yahoo Sports. However, Utah ultimately decided to join the Big 12 along with Arizona State and Arizona. Colorado had already announced its move from the Pac-12 to the Big 12 weeks prior to three schools' decisions. The ACC recently recorded its highest revenue year ever, up nearly $100 million in 2023, with new members SMU, Cal, and Stanford agreeing to unequal revenue sharing. Additional revenue will be distributed among the ACC members. Cal and Stanford will receive a gradually increasing share of revenue over several years, while SMU will receive no revenue share for the first 9 years. This revenue model has allowed the ACC to distribute $50 to $60 million to its full-time members and Notre Dame. Steve Berkowitz of USA Today reported the ACC bought $707 million in revenue last year, the third most among Power 5 conferences, driven in part by increased TV revenue from the ACC's full distribution. The conference also saw a significant increase in bowl revenue. The Big 12, on the other hand, will compete in the 16-team conference for the first time in 2024, following the departures of Oklahoma and Texas to the SEC. The addition of Arizona, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah will bolster the conference, joining existing members Baylor, BYU, UCF, Cincinnati, Houston, Iowa State, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, TCU, Texas Tech, and West Virginia. Utah will officially join the conference on July 1st, 2024, and despite recent rumors, their commitment to the conference remains unwavering. Let's get over to the Brett McMurphy tweet where it actually talks about some of this and read for ourselves exactly what Utah had to say here. And here it is from Brett McMurphy. Statement from Utah Athletics regarding rumors of Utah and the ACC. We are proud to be entering into membership in the Big 12 Conference in the coming months and excited to join our new colleagues and member institutions. A report over the weekend suggested otherwise and completely fabricated and irresponsible. So, pretty weird situation here. Sounds like Dick Weiss and crew in this situation just doing a bunch of guessing is the best way I know how to put it. They said, you know what? Look at this contract. They actually stand to gain a little more over here in the ACC if they were to go that route, and reported on it. And, of course, people took that and ran with it. In this day and age, you just can't speculate on much without people taking it for gold, whether it be confirmation bias, whether it be people wanting to get misinformation out there to get things stirring like they are with this story, or whether there's some actual wheels to something. It doesn't take much to get a train started and going, especially in the era of conference realignment. Utah being no different. I didn't have a lot of faith in it the other day when it happened, that it was going to happen when the rumors started. It made no logical sense unless there was something else we didn't know about. Clemson and Florida State deciding to stay, something like that. But no, they're in the midst of a legal battle with the conference. Come on. It really wasn't ever going to happen, but you have to report on it just in case, right? Stranger things have happened, in like Oklahoma and Texas leaving the Big 12 happened out of nowhere, seemingly. But actually, if you look at the breadcrumbs, that had been going on for months and months and months, right? So to me, similarly in this situation, it was plausible to think that could happen. But it seems like that's not the case because unlike the SEC, the ACC is not stable. And it's definitely doesn't go up in value. If the ACC was offering, let's say 10 to 15 more million a year, I could see taking a chance on it, based on just some extra revenue. Possibly, even though it's a little less unstable, you think, well, we go there even with the exit of Clemson and Florida State. It maybe stabilize the conference a little bit. Maybe it destabilizes the Big 12 and some other teams like West Virginia move. I mean, there is a theory to be had there, but it's way too much of a risk for Utah. It would take some serious cojones on Utah's part to play this to make this play. And had they made it, had they went public with it, there would be more to the story that we didn't know about, and you would have to operate as such. There has to be more there underneath, and there maybe still is. We'll see what plays out. I'm going to wait with kind of some, just going to keep an eye on this until the 1st of July and see exactly what happens there, because at the end of the day, it ain't over till it's over, right? So that's the way I'm looking at this situation. Don't forget to like the video. Really would appreciate if you could do that for me. Subscribe to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football here. We cover Big 12 Conference Realignment. We cover college football. We cover the West Virginia Mountaineers. And don't forget to drop a comment below and let me know how silly this story really is overall. Utah was never going anywhere, even though their fans would probably like to, from what we hear. They're not so happy about being in the Big 12, or at least a lot of them aren't. The ones you see most of are the negative ones. I'm sure they have good fans. So drop a comment below and let me know how you feel about that scenario. And before we go, I wanted to show you another thing we have going on. Do you want a Garrett Green signed helmet? Sounds pretty good. If you want a free Garrett Green signed helmet, you only have to do 3 things. You have to subscribe to Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. You have to subscribe to my basketball channel, Hoops from the Hills. And you have to go over to WestVirginiaInsiders.com, the website we were just on earlier. Go to the forums, sign up, create an account, and go under the Eat Shit Pit account and make a post. So that's actually more than 3 things. But if you go to WestVirginiaInsiders.com, everything is on that page for you. Both YouTube channels and the forum are all beside each other, 1, 2, 3, on the same bar. If you're using a cell phone, it will be the 3 little lines at the top-hand left-hand corner of your screen, or if you're looking at it this way. So you click on that, and it'll say forums, West Virginia or Mountaineer Paul Talks Football, Hoops from the Hills, and sign up for all 3. It's under General. In the forums area, it's under General. Probably should have put it under Football. And then sign up for the post. We only have about 40 people signed up right now. We would love to have more. So if you're not a West Virginia fan, do it. Doesn't matter. Anybody can win. We're going to pull it live on the show on the 1st. We're excited to do that. So thanks to Sean for ordering that and sending it out. As soon as I get that, I'm waiting for it to come in the mail any day here. I will show it off live while on camera so we can get those juices flowing and everybody get excited about it. Other than that, not a lot else to talk about, guys. This story was basically a non-starter. Utah says they are not interested in the ACC. They are interested in the Big 12, and nothing is going to happen here. So let's move on and start to focus on fall camp as it gets closer. Certainly that's going to be cool. I'm going to be doing my preseason series looking at all the Big 12 teams and all the non-conference opponents from West Virginia, starting with Penn State. That's going to be fun. Stick around for that, guys, and more as we continue on Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. But until the next time, the show is over, and I am out.
This is for Cameron. Cam. Oh.